I look at the players as well, guys. Yeah, like it's very difficult for people to say, you know what, like we need more, but I don't rate half of these lot, man. You know, I really don't.
Let
man.
me ask you a question. Yeah, well, like honestly, coming into this season, guys, did you genuinely think we end the season we'd be 16th, 17th?
No.
Do you genuinely like and this is a question to everyone in the chat. Do you genuinely think United have the 16th, 17th worst squad in the league?
No way. I will never accept.
What is the problem then? What is the problem?
Listen, for me,
I know then you can't talk about the Glazers.
Yeah, without talking about
no Glazers.
So I'm gonna say, tactically, the manager changing the system has affected results as well, because then they have to get used to that. They have to adapt to that. I think a lot of it is down to player quality as well. Like we don't really have the correct players for the system, and also the level of quality of players aren't good enough. Hoyle and Garnacho and these man here, I don't rate them. There's a lot of square pegs in round holes. You know what I mean? Like playing players for the sake of it because they're, you know what I mean, they're certain players. You know, I mean, I look at Ugarte. He hasn't got the best out of Ugarte. That's his guy.
Ugarte needs to be sold. He needs to be sold in the
summer. Listen, wallahi, I'm not backing anyone. Anyone who wants to be sold, yo, do it. As long as it's not Ahmad and Lenny Euro. Them two are probably the only exception. Rest of them, khalas. You know what I mean? You can leave the door. But my thing, and then obviously I look at the culture of losing as well. Like we've lost 31 games, in the last 2 seasons. 31 games. So there's a culture of losing, and that synced in with the fan base. It's synced with the players. Like it's like that, you know. I feel like we're losing games. Like it's not that winning habit, winning mentality. So the environment, the way the club is run, it's all intact. But I do believe like we're not set up to win as well. We're set up to almost like contain. Every time I'm at Old Trafford, we're the ones defending. I barely see maybe them games you're talking about, and maybe Man City game or Arsenal game second half, where we've seen a team that's willing to attack and not be afraid. Alex Ferguson played like total, like risk-free football. He's like, yo, we're going out to attack. I've not seen that with United over the years. Seen that in stages here and there. So it is a problem around the football club. But I just feel like now as well, even the fan base as well. I think the fan base don't really know what they want to see.
Walla they. Everyone's gone crazy. Yeah, everyone's gone. They've lost the plot. Me included. I've lost the plot.
Yeah, we've lost the plot. We don't know if we're a possession team. Do you want to be a transition team? Like I'm behaving now. Fans want Xavi Alonso, Xavi, not Xavi, right?
Yeah.
Want Xavi. But I just know the United fan base will get bored of Xavi come next season. We'll be like, you know what? That boring football, man. It's possession based, too much. You know how Van Gaal had the possession base. Fans didn't like Van Gaal, like a lot of fan base didn't like Van Gaal.
Van Gaal is the only manager that in hindsight, I look back and I think he should have
been given more time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Had a bit more time.
So I don't know what, and also the fan base don't know what they want. You know, you take a kid to the shops here, and it's like you're there with him all day, and he doesn't know what he wants. But you as a parent need to say, you know what, you're getting this, and put it on. Soba, get out the shop. You know what I mean? It's true though. You get out the shop, you're getting this. That's what the ownership haven't established what the philosophy is of the football club. But you know what we've been indoctrinated with? United way. Well, it's no United way anymore. Create a new philosophy and say, right, this is what we're doing now. This is what we're on. There ain't no Fergie anymore. We haven't got the United history to keep us surviving for now. The United history is there for the museum. It's not there on a football pitch when it's
there's nothing wrong with using that as inspiration, but even if you look at Barcelona, look at Barcelona, for example, right? Barcelona in the last 50 years have had so many different managers, but the one thing that has different managers, different playing styles, but the one thing has been to dominate opponents. And it doesn't matter how you do it, you just dominate. Look at Hansi Flick right now, and even Barcelona fans that didn't want Xavi to stay. Some Barcelona fans, they didn't want Xavi to stay. Some wanted him to stay. But even under Xavi, they were still competitive. They were still dominating.
Yeah.
They weren't maybe winning to the level that they expected to. Pep Guardiola, Luis Enrique, all different types of managers, different ideas, different philosophies in terms of footballing structures and how they set up on the pitch. But the root of it is the same thing. I don't care how you do it, win. Just win. And United, are so, for me, the obsession with Sir Alex Ferguson, and rightfully so, because he's, you know, served the club so greatly. That should be used as inspiration, not the blueprint, because he's a one-off.
Yeah.
We're not going to get another Sir Alex Ferguson in our lifetime at United. I don't think so. I think we were lucky to have him.
Very
so use him as inspiration, not as a blueprint to replicate what he did. Because a lot has changed in 20 years. Like, the times are different
Football
now.
has changed. Football has changed. Life has changed. Listen, to answer your question, to double down on a specific type of coach who needs specific type of players to play a specific type of system was the worst thing. Going from going from Ten Hag to Amorim was the worst thing. And the guy who pointed it out, Mina, was sacked. The guy who said, this squad is not compatible to the system that he wants to play. So when they realized that, they were like, right after season, that is what I see. The evidence that I have seen, and Amorim have said it. He's said it in multiple different interviews. The only thing that Amorim has done, the only success that Amorim has done is talk.
Yeah. Good talker.
Yeah, right? So at the end of the day, right, is that we had a specific coach, right, Ten Hag, who demanded so much of players, but actually then bought players who did not have the physicality to meet the league that which he was in, right? He didn't understand the league that he was in, and he didn't buy players with the attributes and the physicality to play that type of football, but he demanded a lot from the players. Then we double down and get another guy from another league, similar to the Dutch league, the Portuguese league. We bring him in, and he's got a Simpson. And Mina, I'm not lying to you, the third game at Old Trafford, I came back here, and I think I was on the Mandem, and I said, guys, we don't play 3-4-3. We play 5.
Yeah, 5.
We play 5. Yeah. We play 5 at the back. So, Mina, and then we play 2 guys who are holding, right? 2 midfielders who stay behind. So when you're just attacking with 3 players, what the hell do you expect?
But you know the back 5 thing? Because I see it sometimes in game, and I don't know if it's players just reverting back to what they know. So, for example, the wing backs who are wing backs, but they're fullbacks. Yeah. Are they just reverting to what they know rather than?
Of course, you know.
It's just, you know, and I see the manager sometimes shouting at them. Like, I remember Dallo, he was shouting at Dallo multiple times. And what actually what makes it even harder for me to watch United playing with this back 5 is when I watch teams like Inter, Bayer Leverkusen, AC Milan have started playing a back.
Crystal Palace
a couple weeks ago.
Crystal Palace, wallahi. Glasner, the schooling us. That Glasner guy, man, I'm telling you, man, he's underrated, man, and he's playing with Ismail Assar, who was playing in the championship. You know, the other season, Minnow. You know, he was chilling in the championship, bro. Yeah, and now he's thriving in the system. Eze's doing well. Like, bro, like, I don't know, man. I'm starting to look at the system and I'm like, you need specialists in here, man. You know what I mean? You can't be trying to turn water into wine. You can't polish turds in here, man. You've got to get, like, you can't be telling Lindelof to do this. You can't be, even when I'm looking at Mino now in a system now, and I'm like, brother, Mino ain't a bad player, man. Why is everyone looking bad? Cool. The ones that I know are bad, they're bad. Like Hoyland, Sagamala saved Grenko, man. You can't be saved, that guy. Yeah. He can't be saved, Hoyland. But you see the others, they're good players, man. They're not bad players, man. Some of them are not bad players, but they're looking average. You know? And
a coach and a system, is supposed to get the best out of the actual players.
Best out of that, yeah.
But not to make them worse. Zaid is simple. So it's the wing backs. They play like wingers. And this is a team in the last 10 years, Mina talked about, analyzed like the likes of Barcelona. She looks at the likes of like Real Madrid or whatever. They just win. By any means, you have to win, right? But Manchester United in the last 10 years, other than Louis van Gaal, our football has been counter-attack football. Our football has been sit-back counter-attack football. So when you talk about refer to type, that's why the players we have refer to type. Because we all sit back, we all defend. And for me, you can't have 7 defensive players on a football pitch and expect the 3 to be so disconnected. And the only player any time in any game before you were talking about games where we might have looked good, the only games, I'm not going to lie to you, where United look good has been with Xerxes on the football pitch. Because and he's in the last third, holds the ball up. He holds the ball up. and then gets us up the pitch, invites people to come and run beyond him.
He got booed, don't know. He got booed.
Yeah, because Saidi, but it wasn't just him. He just, in that night, the frustrations of that game and the way Nico what we were doing to us, he just felt the brunt of it. It could have been.
But do you get why? Do you get why? That's what I'm saying. Do you get why? Like United fans, we just don't know what we want because
of course,
we're just
Said,
booing players.
Said, do you know why?
How can you boo a player? How can you boo a player in a team? Yeah, where the team ain't functioning. You can see the team ain't playing well, but you're just looking at one player when everyone else wasn't doing well that day. So I feel like we're just looking. And this is what I mean about heroes, like heroes and whatnot. Like, bro, we don't.
Scapegoat or savior. I always say
Savior United.